What's up, everybody? We're getting started soon. I'm just locking in real quick. You know how it goes. Okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. There's evil things going on behind the scenes. Homeboy's just getting his the old TikTok stream going live. All right. We locking in. Just give me like another minute or two. Yeah. Okay. Because I gotta get ready for the main event, everybody. The main event. I look so chopped right now. Give me a minute. Give me 1 minute. 1 minute. Whoa. I'm still seeing chat though. Seeing your everything. You're popping off. All right, give me a little bit. You guys don't want to see how the sausage gets made over here. Maybe I should have done this before starting stream, but don't worry about it. I'm punctual, at least. 11:30. The stream starts whether I'm ready or not. How everybody doing? How we doing, everybody?
On a
One
ghost
ghosty boy.
followed.
Thank you for following. You won't regret it, I promise. All right. You're giggling and kicking your feet on your bed like a schoolgirl. Real. Vibrant Allium. Thank you for the follow. Twitch is, in fact, the place to be. Your chat gets shown everywhere. It's kind of awesome. What up, Lucas?
Hypnotoxic1 followed.
What up, Mr. Bacon Boy? All right, this will be worth it. Promise. Every good bit is worth it when it's me. All right, almost done, people. Almost ready. Almost ready, people. I'm realizing many of you are new here and might not know what's going on. Yeah. Good. Okay. All right, the party's about to start. You hear a costume. Yeah. Who up silking they song? For real. Oh, I should not have. All right, okay, all right. Ugh. Don't worry, this bit will pay off. I promise. Woo. Woo. All right. Wow. Good morning, everybody. Holy. Woo. Good morning. In Sneedville, we like living this way. Yeah. Ugh. I figured it was only optimal, so that way, when I'm talking hot takes, it'll be easy to clip. W fit, thank you, Brainless. Yeah, I get it. Ink. Yeah, I know. Bro, looking tasty right now. Thank you. You're looking tasty right now. You know what I mean? All right. What? Gonna put this up here. And gonna hang out over here. Gotta be hot for hot clips. Exactly. Don't worry. I'm still working on a little bit of stuff in the background. You guys just mind your own business. And chill. But good to be seeing everybody. It's very nice to be having all of yous. Everybody. How many peeps we got in here? 7 on Twitch. And I'm about to find out how many peeps are on the YouTubes. What up, everybody? Leave some women for the rest of us. True. Truly. I'm going to pop the collar out so I'm not getting choked by the Velcro. Yeah. Am I in the sauna right now? Whoa. This guy, whoa. Rob, time this guy out. I have, you're in timeout for that, bro. That's a crazy thing to say. I'm surprised they even let you say that. All right. Now I look stupid. I'm going to put the color back under a little bit. Pop the color. There we go. I'm like a businessman now. All right. What up? Okay. I'm an avocado guy. What up, everybody? Yeah. Because I'm an avocado guy. Anyway, let's go to me. Thing. Just getting locked in before we start. If you're on any of the other platforms, you can go submit you can just type out, honestly, what your hot take is. And I'll probably see it at some point. But we're going to be talking hot takes today of the Magic the Gathering variety. So here we go. Think. Yes. Indeed, we'll be having a very good time today.
Carvasca1 followed.
Thank you for the follow, Carvascar. All right. Let's get the old setup going here. A little bit of this. A little bit of that. Hey.
Vitamin Orange 123 followed.
What a Vitamin Orange. Very nice. Where'd my chat at? Where'd my chat go? Chat. Where'd you guys go? Oh, well. I'll find you in a minute. All right. I'm getting incredibly sweaty. This is all for the bit. This is all for the gang. All right. Where's the fan at, though? Where the little, it's time for some inflation economy, am I right? Just like the economy. Just like the economy. Okay. Hot takes, peepo. Hot takes.
Ruckle followed.
Oh, what the hell is that? Just made it. Someone like called me. That's weird. Never seen that before. What up? Thanks for the follow. Oh, it disconnected. Whatever. Dude. What is that noise? It's freaking me out. I don't like this. Okay. I'm having a good time though. Let me all right. We're still working on it. We've only been live for like 2 minutes, so don't worry about it. Okay. All right. Well, first off, we got the first discussion. We're gonna put that. We'll get that going, and we'll start it off. I'm just gonna copy paste. Thank you, Senior Everything, for the super chat. Your thing will be discussed first. Let me just make it not look horrible. Bink. Bink, 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 bink. Okay. All right. Bink. Oh, there we go. There we go. This thing's always trying to bother me. Get out of here. Okay. Now, where'd my chat go? Oh, well. Look at little me over here. Okay. Hot take. The first one of the day. Real quick, before we hop in. Can you guys hear the fan that's in my suit? Is it annoying? I can hear it, but I just wanted to check and see, because if it's not bothering you guys, it's not bothering me that much. So I don't want to annoy. You have a fan in my suit. I got multiple fans. I got a couple fans under the desk. Am I right? No, I'm just kidding. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, chill, chill. Okay, chill, chill. Okay. Hang on. Just trying to find where this okay, we'll put it back later. Yeah, clips. No, don't clip me, Edwin. Don't clip me, Edwin. I'm just still trying to organize the old make it look a little nicer so y'all can hang. The idea of Quips having a box fan on his back like a turtle is making you giggle. That's pretty much what's going on. Like, I look like who's the Violet Beauregard? I ate the gum. And now it's making me look like this. All right, real quick though. We're gonna have to, homie's gonna add his chat back in. There we go. I detest the idea that you guys can't see how cool my Twitch chat is. Okay. That one weird kid, can you be the fan under my table? You're going to jail, bro. You're going to prison. How dare you? Okay. All right, let's take a step back. Welcome. I finally think I got everything set up. You guys are hanging out. Those of you on the TikTok, come on by. The old here, I'll make it so you guys can see what the hot take is over there. You freaks. Oh, that's me. Can I zoom it out a little bit, please? Yeah, we're talking.
Comrade 1 LSR followed.
What up? Thanks for the follow. All right. Sucks to be you guys on TikTok, but you guys are the least of my worries right now. Okay. Let's start with the hot takes. Number 1. Thanks to the super chat, we got WotC is doing a better job with the ban list and bracket list than what the rules committee was doing.
Oh. And also Jeffrey Bezos.
Hey, thanks for the prime sub, Hypnotic Toxic 1. That's how you know it's a prime sub, is because I have the Jeffrey Bezos line. I'm kind of a genius when it comes to stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, all right, how about I put my cute little handsome self down here? Hey, perfect. That way you guys can see that I'm in the avocado costume. I want you guys to really get your money's worth out of this. Okay. Now, this is indeed a hot take because, the rules committee was holding the format down for a good while. For a while, they were holding it down. I don't remember how long. This is my first day. I've never played Commander in my life. Just kidding. But yeah, they've been they were doing fine. I do think, to be honest, this is a valid point. Valid. I think that the rules committee in of itself being governed by like people basically was kind of dangerous, as we saw when they banned all the cards that deserve to be banned. To be honest, like what was it, Dockside Extortionist and the Jewel Lotus, I think, and the what was it, my Mana Vault, no, Mana Crypt, stuff like that. The fact that they were like just people, you know what I mean, that does mean that it was a lot scarier to be like making rules and bans and stuff. But Wizard of the Coast at least is like already immune to death threats and everything like that. So to me, I think this is a good take, but yeah, this is just kind of valid, I think. This gets into the topic of whether or not like Commander, I don't know, because it's basically like, because Commander equals money, right? And so WotC being, I think the main problem that's come about from this is that they print scary cards, then they ban them. And this isn't just for like Commander. I think this is just in general. It kind of seems counterintuitive to me from like a long-term perspective where, hey, you know, we made this awesome card. We made Nadu or we made Vivi, and actually we realized they're broken. You know what I mean? And so everyone who bought all those cards now feel like, well, I can't play the card I just bought. Like, why didn't you not print them or make them weaker? Granted, this question's more about Commander than like Standard and all those other formats that are like warped really heavily by those kind of cards. So I don't really care. I don't play Standard. I'm a Commander Andy through and through. But I do think that they're doing a pretty good job, at least so far. I like the bracket system, to be honest, which I think is a lot of people were talking about the bracket list as a thing in here. Let me pull up where the bracket list is at. Some people say anything about the bracket list in here? We'll do a second one. Bracket list. Bad. I think this is a bad take, to be honest. I think at least the bracket system gives us more direction than anything. All right. I'm getting overinflated. Yeah, I think that let's be so real. The bracket system gives us at least some direction, as opposed to the way it was before, where it's like vibes, where every deck was a 7. You know what I mean? Like, there's no point in having a power system, a power dynamic, when everything was a 7, regardless of what you were building or what your game plan was. I think the old like power 1 through 10 was bad. I do think the bracket list, good start. And I think, let's underline this right here. It's a good start. It is definitely not a catch-all, be-all. But it's it's got a good direction in the sense of like infinites are higher bracket, just the way they are. Now you could be an idiot and build like an infinite that doesn't win the game, but that doesn't mean that your deck is now weaker. You're just bad. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. That makes sense to me. A lot of the time it'll miss a lot of strays, but I think it does a good job of catching a majority of decks. Again, it's not a perfect system. It is like in beta, as someone is saying. It's still just kind of getting started. I do think that, you know, it's very valid. It's definitely better than the power system. 1 more billion%. I do think it's tough because cards are so nebulous sometimes with what they plan to do, and like synergy can make your bracket 1 or 2 deck that's like has no game changers in it. It can make your deck so streamlined, so efficient that you win the game really, really fast, and whatnot. And so to me, I think the bracket system is good. I think game changers are for the most part pretty good. Not like pretty good, but I think they've gotten a decent like stab at them. I would rather we have like game changer lists than like more bans. And I don't think that's a hot take at all. Senior everything. Super chats. Hang on, let me see if I can turn on the text to speech on that. There's text to speech for sure on Twitch when you cheer bits and stuff. Let me see if I can get it to happen with the good old stuff. Because you guys are sending super chats and I much appreciate it. So I want you guys to feel included. Obviously. But give me a second. Yeah. I think those who dislike brackets sort of don't think about how limited all the other options are. It also firmly defines CEDH. Yeah, 100%. I think it does a really good job of being like, hey, if you're going like 2-card infinite that wins the game on turn 4, you're CEDH. Like you guys are absolutely cracked about stuff like that.
G33K101 followed.
Hypnotic, is anyone's stream lagging for them as well? If it is, I'll turn off TikTok because I'll be honest, I don't, you know, we're just working. My little bandwidth might only have so many places it can go. But yeah, I think we're solid on this being a bad take. Brackets are good. Perfect. All right, on to the next one. I saw a pretty solid one. Let's see. We'll go take this one from Twitch. We'll take a Twitch. We'll go Twitch, then YouTube, Twitch, then YouTube. So that way, and then back on Discord. Let's see. Never mind. Somebody said something I liked about all right. I like this one. We'll talk about this one next. Let me just change the color so that it's better. All right. Chat, what do we think? Monocolored decks are better than 90% of multicolored decks. What do we think? Seen a lot of trues. All right, for the sake of my Twitch, I'm gonna turn off the FreakTube live, and it keeps doing that. All right, I'm done with that. Give me my bandwidth back. Yeah, I do think we need to define equals wins more. I think this is what I would say better means. Generally. Senior Everything super chatted. I don't know how to explain how bad this is. Yeah. I think the interesting thing to think about is I disagree. I personally disagree with this take. I think for me, you can definitely have fun with monocolor decks. I think monocolor decks can be strong. You're just shoehorned into what the color does. Like there's no little like fun thing you can do. Like mono white, you kind of got to do life gain or like tokens, and that's it. Like green, you got to do like ramp and big creatures, etc. You're just kind of, someone said it really well, where you're just kind of limited to the color pie inherently. I think that if you are doing like 3 to 5 color, you lose more. Now, this is a weird take. This is a weird thing, but I think it's because your land and mana you have a hard time with land and mana. This is what I think personally. I think this take is good, but not super accurate. I would say if I do this, now this changes things, right? Now this is a solid take. I would say, yeah, monocolor decks are better than 90% of 4 to 5 color decks, right? Most of the 4 or 5 color decks that I've played against, if you don't get your like your good lands that tap for every color, you have a real bad time. To be honest, that's what I'm thinking. I do think though that like a lot of people are saying that 2 colors is the best. I would be inclined to agree. I think there's a reason why 2 color combos are so frequent, so everywhere in the like EDH Rec top 100, like basically all the Ravnica guilds are strong for a reason. They're just awesome. So it is what it is. You know what I mean? This is a take. This is definitely a thought. And can lead to like good deck building discussions. 100%. Are you talking to me? I got a little coffee. Certainly a thought. Agreed. Yeah. I would be inclined to agree. All right. Let me go back to big camera so I can cultivate some more hot takes. But yeah, you guys these are some solid solid discussions, everybody. Solid indeed. Let me pull up this. That's a good one. Let me get a Discord open real quick as well. All right. Perfect. Okay. Let's pull up some good ones on the MTG Hot Takes Discord. Let's see. This one's funny. We'll talk about that. I think this one I've got a lot I can yap about on this one. This one's got a lot of yap potential for me. Bink, 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 bink. All right. If your deck isn't fun to play against, your deck sucks. Now, obviously, plenty of caveats to this, as there always are. But what do you guys think? What do we think? If your deck isn't fun to play against, your deck sucks. What are we thinking? What up, Targ? Good to see you. Seen a lot of good discussion. Sean 1 trillion. Spicy, hot. Oh, there's 2 Seans. True to a point. Yeah. Depends on the bracket. Yeah, I would agree. Senior, everything. All right. Guac thought before I start thinking about what you guys are saying. Personally, card game equals fun. Now, if this means nothing to you guys, that's fine. But to me, I think I have the most fun playing Magic when it's with your friends. And so to me, you can have an unfun deck and strong deck that stomps, but you get 1 per session. Like, to me, it's sort of I've got a friend who's got like a lot of really awesome decks, and sometimes he goes a little overboard. Sometimes you go crazy strong. And I think it is valid. Like, I personally have, like, it's just sort of a social dynamic where I have my really strong deck and you just happen to swap to your like not as strong deck. And so I stomp you. But if you pull out your really strong deck when I'm playing my weaker deck and I get stomped, I'm not having as much fun. And so I think there's definitely a caveat where yeah. I would imagine that I'm this is my definition of what sucks means. If your deck sucks, don't play it, right? But this game has so many different options, and let's say that I'll say this louder to the people in the back. But some people like getting countered. Like, some people like having a harder game where there's loops you have to jump through. There's like, it's not an easy win. It's not Battle Cruiser where everyone is peacefully building their stuff. Some people are war gamers. You know what I mean? Some people like to absolutely go crazy and pop off. And so I would, I'm playing my stuff. If I get countered, that's part of the game. You know what I mean? If your deck is only counters, all right, that's not the most fun deck to play against. But I don't think you should not ever play that deck. I think there are spots where you can play it. I wouldn't say your deck sucks, though. I would say, man, your deck is not fun to play against. I'll play my uncounterable deck or whatever, or I'll play something that I can win with maybe. But I don't think that people should be socially ostracized for playing stuff that's in the game. It might not be for everybody. I do think you can be like, hey, let me be full transparent. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I don't want to play against you when you're playing that. I'll play against you with this other thing that you've got, but I'm gonna keep it 100. I don't want to play against your like Baral Chief of Compliance, oops, all counterspells deck. And I think that'd be a valid thing. I would say if your deck isn't fun to play against, your deck sucks. But you built it. To me, like, personality of the player is far more of a factor. Yeah, I would have to agree as well. I think you can build decks that are fun for you and fun for other people.
Andronicus followed.
Thanks for the follow, Andronicus. Yeah, I think you can build decks that are fun for you and fun for people to play against, and then everybody has a great time. I think you can easily build decks that are fun for you to play, but are not fun for everybody at the table. And so to me, if it's between those two options of, hey, I've got this deck that's fun for me and fun for everybody, or I have a deck that's only fun for me, which are you picking, right? What are the two, red pill, blue pill, right? You're going to take the one that's only fun for you, or you're going to take the one that's fun for everybody and also for you? I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but I think you can make it work for both ways. And that's just part of the equation. All right.
Hypno_Scarab followed.
All right. What up, Hypno? Thanks for following. Much appreciated. Mwah. It'll read out your text, by the way, if you're on Twitch. I'm still trying to get it set up for YouTube. All right, let's go take a Discord one. But we'll come back to that. Senor, I got your other hot take, and I'll look at it in a second. Give me 1 second, though. Let's see. Let's see. All right. I'm gonna look for ones that have some. Ooh, I like this. Is an interesting one. This one speaks to me on a level because I used to. Yeah. We'll see. I'll show you. Okay. Okay. This is from Discord, but with the amount of alternate wins and other ways to blow out the game, poison is a perfectly fine mechanic. What do we think, chat? What are we? My hat looks so flat. Shut up. Shut up, dude. All right. You guys are all based. This is an easy agree. Yeah. I think there's a not like to say a conversation to be had, but I'd put it in the same as mill or even goad, I would say. Like, I think these are all kind of like the dynamics of ways of alternate wins that will make you. You're gonna get targeted. You for sure. You will get targeted 100%. I'd actually put this more with oh man, what's the Eldrazi mechanic where you like the I can't remember what it's called. It's the Eldrazi sack mechanic where it's like Annihilator. Thank you. Yeah. I would say where it's sort of like it used to be. It's very similar to Annihilator, where it was broken. Like it was really scary to play against. Before everyone had a huge board state and everyone has like a billion different blocking tokens. Everything comes down. But yeah, it's sort of that kind of. We've gotten better at a lot of things. You got blockers early on? You've got ways to block them from like giving you the stuff. I do think that like proliferate has gotten a lot better. Oops. I'd say proliferate's gotten better, especially with the new precon that came out with all the with all the new stuff. But yeah, I think poison, honestly, I can't be too mad about it. I think it's definitely not fun in the sense of you kind of have to pick someone to die first and fast. And this is the thing I have a problem with when it comes to infect and poison. Is that you're kind of like an aggro deck. Basically, you're trying to knock somebody out fast. And it's kind of, it can be unfun. I think if you have a way to win after that, that's fine. Let's see. I think poison really balances well random play groups. They're not going to win the game, but they can rush and remove the biggest threat before losing. Yeah. I think people just see poison and go, oh, every poison is 10 damage to my face. Kind of thing. Or like poison is like doing 4 damage. The problem is you can't get like healed by it. There's no other thing. Hypno Scarab says your problem with poison is if it's a deck that does nothing but infect, it's just kill somebody, then falls to board, clears, and dies. More fun running stuff like Tainted Strike, Triumph of the Horde, and it's more of a combo finisher in a normal deck. Yeah, I think there's a reason why like Phyresis or like the little incidental infect things are fun. But yeah. Edwin, there should be an infect cure cards. I actually, when I first started playing Magic, fun fact, there's a reason why this is such like a take to me. My buddy has an infect deck. Absolutely wiped the floor with me because I didn't know what I was doing. And so one of my earlier YouTube videos is like the deck that counters poison, and like makes it so that you can't die to poison. And it's not good. The video and also the deck is not good. But you can see like if you ever go back to like my first like 10 videos, you can see a lot of them are just really bad takes from a new player who is going crazy, being like, I lost to Mill. Mill sucks. I hate Mill. But now I'm like 2 years in. Mill's pretty good. I like Mill. I like being milled. You know what I mean? Bruvac is still a little strong, but it's the same thing. You could die to anything. This game is so open to everything. Anything could kill you. That's just the fun of it. All right, let's see. I like this is a interesting take that I kind of want to talk about. All right. Chat, what do we think? There should be a commander format that literally has no ban list, just to see what kind of godless creations pop up. What are we vibing with here? Yeah. I think you guys are all kind of on the same page as me, where let's see. It's just no holds bar. Yeah. And again, you could just do the you can obviously just do this with you could just do this with your friends in Proxy. Nathan Courtright, I like that. I'm gonna take that. This is next hot take. We'll get that in there. Yeah, I don't even know what cards are banned, so you can use them on me anyway. Fun story. Emrakul. When I first started playing, my buddies hadn't played in a long time, so their collections had a bunch of cards in them. One of them was the banned Emrakul. I think it's Emrakul Worlds. Shut up! Don't funds. Shut up, bonkers. How dare you call me out for that? For having a misspell. Yeah, the Aeon's Torn. And so we played the game, and then they used it on me. I'm like, damn, that is a crazy card. That's awesome. And I looked it up because I was still new to Commander. And then it was like banned in Commander. And I had to tell him, I was like, yo, dog, I think that card is banned. And he went, oops. I didn't know. He's like, I didn't know. I haven't played in forever. I'm like, yeah. And so I think definitely like you can have a good time. Some people are calling this like bracket 6. I think definitely you could there's an argument for it. I mean, bracket system is still in discussion. I think having a bracket 6 where it's sort of like the take the format up to 11. I do think that's kind of fun. I don't think I'd play a ton of it because it's basically like CEDH on crack. Like people will just make the most powerful stuff. And so it's not like you can't play banned cards in a low bracket system. You know what I mean? You can't play like a janky deck with banned cards in him. But yeah, I think, yeah, the problem is that every deck could then have the Power 9, Time Vault, DOSes. Yeah, all these crazy stuff. Yeah. I think the answer to this is just do this. Just play with friends. Just like do the no one's gonna stop you from doing it. I don't think it should be like officially sanctioned because that would be confusing to new players where it's like it's banned except in like CEDH bracket stuff. But then all the decks would just become the same, like Golos, infinite turns, and everything like that. If you do this with friends, the deck built around Time Vault will win. Yeah, true. Can't even be mad about that. That's just the way it goes. So let me see if I've got. Sorry, hang on. I'm looking at something just to make sure. Is that me? Huh. Maybe it has been reading your messages. Anyway. All right. Next hot take though. I saw one and I liked it. Because this is about me. TBH. This one's so me. In the sense of like as a deck builder. All right. Chat. Everyone needs. Let me format it better. Okay. Everyone needs to play more win cons. Biggest pet peeve is a game that's over 2 hours. What are we thinking? More win cons. And I assume win cons. Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. I do think this is a this is a fact. Yeah. I think this is kind of the main issue is a lot of the times people play with plans that don't include winning. Like you want to get a cool combo off or you want to do something weird. You kind of want to win. That's the end game. The game can go on for infinite amount of time, but you kind of need to win. And you kind of need to do something to keep it going. In my head. Again, take it with a bit of personal salt. But I do think that, yeah, if this isn't this isn't up for debate. I think everybody does need to play more win cons. No discussion. Let me change this to just chat. Should I even change it? Nah, we're talking magic. We're talking magic. It's okay. All right. Yeah, this is easy. This ain't even a hot take. This ain't even a hot take. In my opinion, this ain't even a hot take. This is just a take. Like a valid one. So. All right. Sometimes, though, I think you can probably, like... Oops. I'll put a small not always, though, because, let me be honest, you can... I think you don't want to play, like, oops all removal and make it so that the game takes 1,000 years. But you could have a fun deck that's doing things, but then you could still lose and have fun with that, in my opinion. The Big Bad Pat says, hey, theoretically speaking, if you could have any creature be a commander, what would you pick? I'm trying to think. What's one that I really like? It's a cool creature. My hot take is if you don't play Bolas' Citadel in every deck, what are you doing? So valid. Valid take. That's true. That's so valid. Oh, Lord of Pain. Yeah, Lord of Pain is fun. Group Slug. Like, yeah, you could just have... I don't know. I can't think of the creature right now, but there's definitely a couple. My first thought, which I don't think I'm married to, would be Cyberman Patrol. I just like the idea of... Oh, no, actually, give me the Auton Soldier. Because then I could come down as a copy of, like, your creature, and then I, like, slam into you with, like, Myriad all the time. I think that'd be cool. Mono Blue Clone shenanigans would be neat. To be honest. I think that kind of stuff would be really cool. So, but yeah, all right. The GOAT card, Mr. Quips. True. What's the GOAT? You let me know what your GOAT card is, senor. Bolas is so funny. In Spanish, it translates to balls. Huge. It's balls. Let's go. Yeah, Bolas' Citadel is crazy. Oh, it's the old super chat. Oh, gotcha. Okay. I put Bolas' Citadel in my deck, but ended up taking out. It never performs. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. I do think Bolas' Citadel is good. Nadu gotta be the card I put in the command zone. You're trolling. You're trolling. No, but Nadu's really good. There's a reason they banned that guy. He's crazy. Let's see. Oh. Now this is interesting. Now I like, yeah. Okay. This one's coming from my Discord. So take it with a grain of salt. There are a bunch of freaks on there, just like me, obviously. All right. Mechanically unique Secret Lairs should 100% be really strong. If I want to buy a Secret Lair, it had better be worth my money. What do we think? What are we thinking, chat? Yeah, that's what someone else said in the Discord. Printed demand. Oh, there shouldn't be any. Valid. Care about the art, not the card. Made to order. Should be no mechanically. This is the take. This one's getting some discussion going. This one is getting some discussion going. Hell no, not with a very limited supply. No, if it's strong but costs 200, yeah. Guys, we're popping off in here. Okay. I would have to, like, for me, this gets into the secret lair issue. The issue on the table. Mechanically unique secret lairs. Anyway, I saw the Hamilton re-release movie. God, it's a banger. It reignited something within me that I don't want to let out too strongly. Personally, all right, this is the take that I think I will die on, right? This is the take that I think I will 100% be written on my tombstone. I think Secret Lairs should be really cool art reprints. I think they should not have mechanically unique something like this, right? Yeah. Think you misunderstood the question? No, I think this is my take on what Secret Lairs should be. I think if you're going to do mechanically unique Secret Lairs, yeah. I mean, I think just from the idea of supply and demand, you're going to make them they won't sell anything if it's not actually a strong card. Or at least one of the cards in the Secret Lair is really strong. I think that they won't sell. It's from like a business perspective, right? I do think that the premise of mechanically unique Secret Lairs upsets me. If caveat, big caveat, you can tell I put it in all caps and bold. Like, to me, I would say if you're going to do mechanically unique Secret Lairs, you got to have them print to demand. Basically, Secret Lairs could be like secret MTG packs with guaranteed insides. If that makes sense. To me, that's what sort of you're getting with a Secret Lair, is you're getting like a pack with guaranteed something inside. And for the most part, like, I remember most of the Secret Lairs were like $20, 20, 25 maybe, which is like a collector pack these days. You know what I mean? I think Secret Lair should either be cool arts. I think Secret Lair should be, if they're going to do mechanically unique, they got to come into the set within the next 2 years, some point. Now that's a crazy sentence. That is a crazy, watch this. This is a crazy chatter right here. Rebo, you are crazy for the first time chat. This is what this guy says. Oh, you guys can't see it because my camera's covering it. Now, this is a hot take if I've ever seen one. Hopefully I don't get banned for just even showing that sentence on there. But I know this, I'm sure you're going to get YouTube auto-moderated, but I saw it. And so has my chat now. You know, it is what it is, but only Jace, for real. Yeah, you guys are, yeah, crazy. Yeah, what are you gonna do? That's just part of the thing. Literally 1984. Yeah, the Awuga Secret Lair would go crazy. Magic the Freakening. Nissa and Chant. This does not devolve into who's the hottest Magic characters that we would want to see naked. That's I'll save that for a different stream. How about that? After dark. Okay. Let me go get another definitely Karn. Yeah, true. All right. I like this just because this appeals to my emotions. My my current feelings about stuff. Beep, 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 beep. Okay. Oh, perfect. Yeah, yeah. Squandered Resources. Oh, don't worry. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. Thank you for the super chat. Senior everything. Now I'm mad. Why is it not reading your thing? Could have sworn I had it set up so that it would read your thing out loud. Let me see. Don't worry, guys. How we doing? Okay. Hang on. Hopefully it's not. Oh, this could be so loud. Oh, is it because I didn't add it on here? No, right? Was alias not found? Oh, hang on, hang on. This is very important to me, chat. Okay. This is incredibly important. Oh. Hang on. That's pissing me off. Ah, here we go. Ah, I think I see now what the problem is. It should be.
%user %super chatted to say %raw input %.
Oh, banger. Now we got it to work. I don't know. It wasn't working before, but I got it. I fixed it now. Theoretically, I should fix it. Anyway, don't worry about it. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. That's stuff in the background. Stuff in the background for the betterment of so that Senior Everything can actually have his voice heard. Okay. Hot take number 10, I think. We got a couple more, obviously. Halo Secret Lair, that would go crazy. Halo would go insane. Okay. Opening packs is fun to chase for a rare. It sucks that it's pretty much always better to just buy the singles. Thoughts? Thoughts, everybody? Everybody, what are your thoughts? In the meantime, let me get the fan going again. What's the take here? I don't know. That's for you guys to decide. In the meantime, I'm going to shake ass real quick. That way you guys see what you're donating for. See where your money's going. Plus, it's good to stand up. Need to get some steps in. Love the art cards. Yeah. That thing is pretty. Thought I was wearing a Brazilian flag. So true. Yeah. All right. It's discussion time. If this is a take, it's colder than Antarctica. Wrong button. What more did I say? Gambling fun. This is, I wouldn't call this a hot take because gambling, it is very fun. Everybody knows that. Yeah. What more need I say? This is just the way the business works. There are people who are going to buy packs, and there are people who are going to buy the
Senor
singles.
everything super chatted to say %raw input %.
Damn it. What the? It shouldn't say raw input %. It should say gambling fun, but no builds, but no build decks from cards. Yeah. Agreed. Now, I almost got you. I almost got it to work. I don't know why it just said, stop. Don't call me out for it saying wrong. That's what it's supposed to say. That's what it's supposed to do. Anyway, yeah, this take is valid. This take is valid. It's a valid take. It's a valid take. I think the main thing is the main thing is just like why it's so expensive. Like why people would open so many more packs if they were $5 versus if packs were $30. You know? You know? And what? What am I supposed to do about that? You know? And what am I supposed to do about that? I just kind of want to sit in this for a second. Ban this guy. Ban that guy. Hot avocado suit would look better if you were pregnant. Ban him. I'll see you in 60 seconds, Jay. How could you? You sick, sick freak. Has this ever happened to you? Finger point. You're doom scrolling YouTube shorts and you see the most unhinged Magic the deck builder streaming. True. Welcome, Twinkie Slammer. I don't know if that's... Happy Pride Month, I think. With a name like that. Let's see. Meow, 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 meow. Whoa. This is a crazy take from my Discord. This is an interesting one. Why buy packs when you can buy boxes? Now that is what I like to see. Well, let me raise you this. Why buy packs or boxes when you could donate to your favorite streamer? Your favorite silly, goofy streamer. How about that? How about that? I also like this one. That's cool. What was this? Hang on. All right. Oops. Spaceship's cool though, so valid. Okay. We just play for Auntie. Yes, play for Auntie. Every yes. I'm so with you. Why play Magic at all when we can just watch Quips do impressions? I'm gonna need some more gifted subs to do impressions. I did though. I have a lot of fun doing impressions though. Okay. Yo, never played for Auntie. It's sort of like you die in the game, you die in real life. What percentage of cooks do you build like for real? You mean like what decks do I build like for YouTube and then I build in paper as well? I'd probably say like 1 in every 10 maybe. Auntie would make me hate this game, people, everything about life. Yeah. I mean, I try and build like a deck a week for the YouTube, but I don't have the money to like buy a deck every week. So it's usually I'll build a thing, I'll like a commander or I'll like a card in it, or a play style, and then I'll try and build that from my like my bulk and try and play that with my friends. Okay. Brackets should be enforced, hard enforced, going into the future. What do we think, chat?
Senor everything super
Oh,
chatted to say % raw input %.
It's gonna, damn it. Enforced by who? Karma police? Arrest this man. I'm gonna actually punch a hole in my monitor. YouTube. Oh,
Ibura followed.
thank you, Ibura. All right. Hang on. Is it just, you guys are gonna keep laughing at me until I get it right. It says, okay. Okay, maybe I just have the command slightly wrong, which could be so valid. Okay. Don't laugh at me. Don't laugh at me, please. Okay. Maybe I okay.
Peter Lee super chatted to say % raw input %.
No, stop. I mean, keep giving me money, but it should now. All right. I guess I was missing a underscore. Like the Twitch thing is different than the YouTube thing, which makes me want to punch a hole in my monitor. I feel like rule 0.
Senor everything super chatted to say % raw underscore input %.
Damn it. That's also not the. No, you super chatted to say raw input. So, damn it. They're going to make a compilation. My editor's going to make a compilation of all the failed super chats because it's my fault. Okay. All right. I'm getting to the bottom of this before we finish anything. I'm going to make this work. On my grave, this will work. Okay. Hang on. No. Hope you guys are all having a good stream. I also, Senior, you're cursed for that. Making it say raw input, even if it wasn't raw input. Okay. Okay, hang on.
Welcome back, you maniacs. Thanks for showing all the love.
Shh, I'm definitely not watching a tutorial right now. Don't worry about it. Hang on. Don't worry about it. Watching a tutorial while streaming. This is part of the experience, guys. Okay. Okay. Now tell me what the command is. It's saying, dude, they're saying it's just. Hang on. I'm getting angry. He's freaking out. He's losing it. He's getting angry. He's getting angry, guys. Don't let him. He's gonna start being violent. Start clipping. Don't start clipping, please. Okay. Okay. Rage bait. I'm getting rage baited by myself. All right. All right. I changed something. If it doesn't work, I'm gonna scream. And if it does work, I'm gonna cream. Clip that. Okay. Brackets should be hard enforced going into the future. Yes. Now this is the better. This is why you guys pay me the big bucks. Look at this. This is the real take. Sound Blazer. What up, Sound Blazer? Hey, you're good? Welcome back. This is the take. This is the real take, okay? Brackets should be hard enforced. Nah. Communication should be hard enforced. You know what I mean? That's what it's all about. You gotta...
Percent raw input percent.
No. Senior everything. I'm gonna cream raw. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. This is making me so mad. Holy crap, yes, I've had so many bad games because don't communicate what they're playing beforehand. Yeah. Honestly, it's like that is the main that is the main issue. Communication is sort of like the meta. You know what I mean? What bracket is communicate? Is good communication bracket 2, bracket 3? You know what I'm saying? I'm saying good communication is the most the power of friendship is the strongest thing in any game. So, how about that? You know? But Guac, who has friends, would have to talk to their friends. But there are too many interesting individuals who don't know how to communicate. Yeah. I think that's just COVID. I'm going to say COVID ruined everything. Just kidding. No. But yeah, it's sort of like, it's interesting how people can come up with combos, like crazy card combos, crazy like card maneuvers, but they can't like understand that words are a combo as well. You know what I mean? They can't understand that talking to your friend is probably is like a way better combo than a turn 2 infinite. You know? Is that woke? I'm losing my mind, by the way, guys. Because it's saying it should be percent raw input percent. But it's not. This has nothing to do with make it a t-shirt. Words are a combo too. I might. That's a good suggestion. I'm getting rage baited. It's saying it should be. Don't worry, guys. I'm just working on some wrong bracketry. Yeah, you're probably right. Somewhere. Okay. How hard is it to just... I'm losing it. All my cards have words, so it's a combo deck now. Exactly. You guys are on it. You guys are right with it. Make a card with a dry erase text box so I can write what I want and is an official Magic card. Now that would be cool. Let's see. Yeah. All right. Let's get some more hot takes. Let's get some more hot takes in the chat while I try and figure out how to not make myself look like an idiot. Let's keep it going. Now, that I like. Now, that is good. Wait a second. Whoa.
Percent ray input percent.
Ray with input. Hot take percent, raw input percent. You're rage baiting me, dude. I'm trying to make it work. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. No, no. No. You guys are coming in. Thanks for all the first-time chats. Rather be a bracket 1 in communication and play a bracket 1 to 2 deck than the inverse. Scooping to prevent. Oh, yeah, that's not even a take. But it'll get some good interaction. I like this one. Is it like a big? Okay. Bing, 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 bing. Okay. Scooping to prevent an opponent from getting triggers is poor sportsmanship. Do we even need to discuss this, chat? What are your thoughts? I'm sure there's some people who actually might agree with this. We scoop at sorcery speed? What if it's to help another opponent take down the threat? Nah. Wait, Iroquois? False? Yeah, scoop at sorcery speed is pretty much sabotaging a pod just before a loss based. Doesn't matter, scoop at sorcery speed. I think there's like one good fun way to scoop during someone's turn. And that's if they have you like dead to rights and you make them do all the math and then you scoop. Like you make them do all the work, but before they get the satisfaction of combat, then you scoop. I think that's the only one. Based take. Yeah, concede like a gentleman. Don't scoop like a scallywag. Now that is a banger line. Now that's a banger. Going in there. Banger. Yeah, that's a banger. If I've ever seen one, I like this. Very wise words. Tom. Thank you, Tom. You can scoop, but you have to do dramatic. God, I can't read. Dramatic self-sacrifice monologue IRL. I will always be scooping like a scallywag. If a turn takes longer than 10 minutes to win, then I think it's okay. Yeah. I think you can definitely just destroyed everything. Unless they take forever to win, then it's fine. I think a lot of time people will understand, hey, I've got an infinite, I can do infinite damage. I can demonstrate that I can do that. You guys all die. Or like they'll be like, yeah, I scoop. Instead of you having to like do all the math. I think the only thing that's bad is yeah, I think scooping to deny stuff though when you're dead is a no-no 100%. I think scoop at sorcery speed is good. Aku TV says, I'm actually eating mozzarella balls with avocado toast and egg right now. The outfit, whoa, yeah. Am I right? Look at me. This is what you guys come here for. You come here to laugh. You come here to enjoy. That's what this is all about. That's why I'm in the avocado costume. For you, my people. Yeah. All right.
Percent Raywin Pood percent.
I'm gonna scream. That's why Nadu was so terrible and had to be banned. They probably won, but they missed so many. They could miss, so scooping wasn't smart in tournaments. Yeah, I agree. Nadu sucked for the meta, at least because it was like non-deterministic and it was bad and just a lot of like simicky turns. To be honest, usually when someone is dead on board but they want to scoop, I let them leave and then I still attack that player. Huh? Interesting. Like you still do the math and everything. I get it. I respect it. I'm still losing my mind about it just reading raw input percent. I'm losing my mind. I had this set up like months ago and I don't know why it doesn't why it's so evil. Why is it doing this to me? Why so evil? Okay. Don't worry, guys. We're still working on behind the scenes. This is all part of the fun. This guy's what you came here for. Obviously, for me to dirtle around and try and make things happen. Hot take: your pod doesn't play enough enchantment removal. Interesting. You guys are popping in. Just tuned in. Is it your hot takes or are we collecting community suggestions? It's the second one. Community suggestions. We are in fact doing community suggestions. Okay. Why does it not? Just want to. What should a pod do if someone breaks bracket 3 guidelines mid game? Like they had something in a deck they shouldn't have. Like they're like, oh, I'm playing this, but I have this going on. Yeah, that seems like that seems scuffed, in my opinion. That's when you shank that player. Goodness gracious. Humana, goodness. My word, everybody. Chill. Everyone just scoop and immediately start a new game without them. Whoa. Yeah, back to communication, probably. All right. Chat, let's talk. What do we feel? Land destruction. I feel like everybody's got a thought about this one. I've got thoughts. We've all got thoughts. Pop off, everybody. Pop off. Go off, chat. Interesting. Keep going. You guys are doing good. Yeah. Yeah. There's the targeted land destruction or mass land destruction. I think just land destruction in general. Doomy64 for the first time chat. Thank you. Feroxita, unofficially banned. Ooh, I wonder why. World Fire. World Fire. You're crazy, Molly May. That is a crazy. Targeted is great for the game. We have morals, man. We don't do that. Yeah. Targeted land destruction, chill. Mass land destruction, lame. All right, well, let me pull up a card to see what you guys think about this one. What do you guys think about what are your guys' thoughts about planetary annihilation? Because I think this, in my experience, and from what I've spoken to with many a creator, this right here, this guy is the kind of land destruction we like. Yeah. In the sense that if they've got 1 billion extra land, and it's also 6 lands is crazy. I do like that it does 6 damage to each creature. Me love that. Calm land destruction. Yeah. It's like anti-landfall. Oh, wait, they have Crucible of Worlds Whelp. Yeah, I mean, there's some... I mean, green player's gonna green. You know what I mean? Landfall's gonna landfall. It does prolong games. Seeing this 2 hours into a game is filled with groans. Yeah. I think land destruction definitely has its time, its uses. If a creature has 7 toughness, they are stronger than a planet. I think they're stronger than a planet exploding. They could survive a planet exploding. I think. Because it kind of looks like a Death Star laser beam shooting this thing. Aiden's saying, I haven't played a single 2-hour game ever in my life. Played Commander for 3 years. Yeah. I mean, any kind of board wipe makes the game a little bit longer. Just sort of like evens things out. I think this is definitely... Like, land destruction definitely is polarizing. What is it? I think strip mine loops bad. Like targeted land destruction definitely isn't fun. But what about Blood Moon? Because Blood Moon is basically land destruction. I would put it in the same caliber, right? We'd all say, hey, Blood Moon is pretty good. You know, you're playing land denial. Yeah. In red, you're likely running lower CMC cards anyway, so it is only good for you. Exactly. Mon turn. Edwin, you haven't heard of Blood Moon. Let me put you on something. Let me show you something that will scare you to pieces forever. This card scarred me the first time I saw it. All right. Oops. All right. Look at this. Blood Moon. Non-basic lands.
Percent raw input percent.
Are mountains. 2 and a red. It's an enchantment. It turns everything into mountains. So it's great in mono red. It's great against anything that is multiple colors. Senior everything. Blood Moon is different because it punishes multiple colors. There should be downsides to playing multiple colors. True. 100%. 1,000,000,000%. I'm a fan of any non-basic land hate. True. And it's sort of like, just play more basics. Am I right? I love basics. Basic lands. You'll always find me playing basic lands. Don't worry about me. I'm just trying to figure out some shenanigans regarding unnecessary things. Don't worry about it. But yeah, I definitely Blood Moon cracked. Blood Moon is awesome, and very necessary. No way, it's been that this whole time. I'm gonna scream. Okay. In the meantime, I've been looking at all the ancient tomes to try and figure out how to make your text to speech show up, and I think I found it. It's because they updated this software. Regardless, I'm gonna cream and hold me to that. I'm gonna guac all over the place. Chill, guys, chill. But yeah, I am. 100%. Simply play basics and cultivate. Get good, Kenrith player. So valid. So valid. I'm guacking. All right, you guys are gonna get your privileges revoked. You guys are gonna get going on a guacabout. I like that one. All right, that's a good guac pun. I respect that one. Now, interesting. All right, this is another hot take coming in down the pipeline here. But first, as payment for all the bad TTSs, we're gonna talk about something beautiful here. Guac and Qualls. I hate you. A chat GPT deck that plays itself. I'd be intrigued, but AI, why am I giving AI all the fun stuff? You know? I can think about computer stuff. All right. Squandered Resources is the best magic card of all time. Powerful, evocative, beautiful, efficient, unique. That flavor text. All right. Senior Everything gave me money to talk about this card, and I will appreciate it. So, Squandered Resources is a black and green enchantment. Look at this guy. It's got the arena on it. Sacrifice a land. Add to your mana pool 1 mana. Play this ability as a mana source. So you tap your land, then you sack it, and you get double mana. He traded sand for skins, skins for gold, gold for life. In the end, he traded life for sand. Afari from Tales. God damn. This is actually such a sick card. 100%. This is really cool. Let's take a moment. We'll hold space for Squandered Resources. Kiyoji Takanuchi. Hello, friend. What's up, man? How's it going? First time chat on the Twitch. Love to see it. Yeah, this card is sick. This is not even a hot take. All-Star and Gitrog. Yeah, 100%. This card shows how powerful flavor text can be. Every card should have 1,000 flavor text variants. Seen you on Magic Mirror. Dude, what up? Magic Mirror? Yeah, those guys are freaks, dude. Love them. I always feel like I've got crazy imposter syndrome when I'm on there. Based, end of story. It's beautiful. This card is awesome. This card is sweet. What more do we need to say? This card is awesome. Squandered Resources. Really good. Too expensive for your group? Oh, yeah. I don't know how much this card is, to be honest. I didn't look it up. I just looked up the art so I could see it. Somebody tell me how much this card is, and I'll change my opinion on it. Almost $100. Whoa! Okay, wait a minute, though. Wait a minute. Okay. Wow, it's expensive. Proxy. Okay. The classic, the age-old. I didn't. Oh, sorry. Could you say that again, guys? Oh, wait a minute. He freaking got it to work. Yeah. Let's get some pogs in the chat. The super chats are now read aloud It didn't. Oh no. No. I muted my desktop. No. I muted my desktop. I muted my audio so I could watch the tutorial. No. Well, I swear to God. It reads it. I swear. No. Oh no. Say it isn't so. I'm so upset. Oh, I'm so mad. That's so funny. Don't say raw input percent. I never want to hear that sentence again. I never want to drop another $2. Oh no. Oh, that's so funny. Okay. We got a couple more hot takes right off the presses. Stax, don't say raw input percent. I'm so mad. Sound files or it didn't happen. True. I need a whatever. Stax isn't that bad to play against. Y'all need to get over it. Lamau. Sincerely, someone who doesn't play
Percent
Stax.
Raywin Pood percent.
You know. It read it. I promise it read. I promise it read his message. That's what he said. He said that, so it read his message. I promise you. I'm on God. I read it. No. It read his message. I swear it read it. No. All right. What do we think about Stax? What do we think about Stax while I'm losing my mind? This guy's driving me to insanity. I promise you, chat. It works. Super chat me anything. It'll read it. I promise. Give me money, please. Senior, everything you're making it look like. Whoa. Weasel 225 with the... Hang on. I'm going to put you on blast right now for everybody to see. What do you mean by that? No. What do you mean by that? Explain your work right now. We'll get back to the Stax thing in a second. Weasel225. What do you mean by that? Show your work, bro. What do you mean by that? Clipped and exposed. Yeah. Hey. Big dog, what do you mean by this? Everybody clown this guy. I'm not even going to time you out. You deserve to be here for this. I'm always watching, bro.
Percent Raywin Pood percent.
Casey Parker, thank you for the super chat. I promise you it read your message. That's what you said. You said raw input percent and it read it. I promise. You guys are making me crazy. I promise. Okay. This is not what the stream is going to be. I promise.
I think Stax are fine if they're vexing Boggle. Also Weasel is freaky, but that's okay, no shaming.
Okay, I turned down the audio so because I saw it peaking the mic. Hopefully that wasn't too loud. But y'all heard that, right? Y'all heard it said it. Can I get some pogs now? Please. It's no. All I heard was raw input percent. No. Stop. Little low on the tail. Okay. I was trying to turn it down so it wouldn't blow your ears out. Raw input percent. I promise you. Do me 64. I know. I heard raw input percent. Chat. You did not. Agreed. Build a percent raw input percent. You guys, you're driving me crazy. I'm gonna do something you really don't want me to do. Oh, guys, I'm the raw input percent joker. I'm losing my mind a little bit, guys. I keep seeing it everywhere, flashing in my brain. This isn't funny, everybody. Guac input percent. Zach, you guys are doing something. You guys are making me look like I'm crazy. Stax games are great to chill a bit from the arms race games. Valid. I'm going to pretend I don't see any more of this raw input percent stuff. Back to serious business. But as always, big caveat. Stax isn't that bad. I 100% agree. It can be good, but you got to put me out of my misery. I will not stand here and let you like put me in a lock where I cannot do anything. If we cover our message in percent raw input percent, he can't see it. That's true. I won't read anything. I'm done reading anything with raw input percent in it. Bonkers Wackus says, what is Stax? I realize some of you might not know what Stax is. So Stax is basically anything that controls the board state, that taps everything down, mana attacks, etc. It's basically Azorius. The easiest way to think about it. It's blue-white. It's yeah, or humility. Oh, I scrolled to the wrong thing. Yeah, it's not the most fun to play against, but that's mainly because they take a long time to kill you. You know what I mean? Magic Stax equals Yu-Gi-Oh! Floodgates. Grand Arbiter, yeah, there's a bunch of them. 100%. There's a ton. Our Lord and Savior, Augustine IV. No. Stax is fine for people who play more, but it's really punishing on the new or very casual players. Yeah, I agree. I don't think it's for everybody. I think it's kind of evil. You gotta be on the same board state or the same. You gotta be on the same playing field. You know what I mean? You're not gonna play Stax against someone who's never played the game before. You gotta communicate.
Grand Arbiter is not Stax. What?
Senior everything. What are you talking about? Grand Arbiter is not Stax. That's the first wrong thing you've said. That dude is Stax. You got to pay extra to do stuff that already puts you behind by like 1 mana, multiple mana if you're trying to cast multiple spells. It protects you, yeah, but like your idea, you're not playing a Grand Arbiter deck that's like tokens. You're not playing like Grand Arbiter to like. You can't play a fair Grand Arbiter. Like, there's not a way to make him fair. You are playing him to do Grand Abolisher. Oh. I was like, what are you talking about? You're wrong. And you should feel wrong. Yes. First time chatter, Andrzej Kozak says Stax is preemptive control. Exactly. Exactly. Can you build a commander deck like that? An ultimate control deck that doesn't...
I thought we were talking about Grand Abolisher.
No, we're no. We're talking about Grand Augustine, the blue-white commander. No, you're good. No hate. Can you build a commander deck like that though? An ultimate control deck that doesn't allow the opponent to do anything? Yes. Yes. You can easily build a control everything deck, but you got to remember you're playing with other people. So what do you do with that? You know what I mean? You could trap them in a game for eternity, making it so they never draw and their decks, like, they can't do anything. They skip their turns, etc. You have infinite turns. But why? What's your angle here? Like, what's the narrative? You know what I mean? Yeah, just go play solitaire. Exactly. It's sort of unnecessary. You really don't need to be that kind of guy. You don't need to be mean like that. There's a lot of plenty of other ways to be mean to people, but you don't need to do that. Yeah. A lot of people. Sorry, I'm looking for more hot takes right now on my Discord. All right. Just in general, I'll say it's about time we had this discussion. And we probably got time for one or two more after this. So y'all better have some bangers. All right. Is my chat based or not? This is the basically the test. Is my chat based or not? I'm seeing a lot of good combos, a lot of good suggestions. Everyone here, it seems like we are leaning towards based. That's good. I wanted to make you guys, I have a good audience, a good crowd here. We're not all millionaire YouTubers. Yeah, me neither, bro. Me neither. Gulp, gulp. I played some inspired cards against Stax, and it made my cards better when they entered tap. True. There's a couple. You could do a little bit of stack shenanigans where you like the more things come in tapped. 100%. Yeah. Don't through dual. Yeah, you don't need dual lands. My hot take. Guac take, and call me crazy if you want it or not. Call me crazy, but this is the rule that I always played by when it comes to proxies. Total. Sorry, I should put that in there. I think to me it was like I think people who want to play game changers and really expensive cards, they're entitled to that. Like I feel bad. Not like I feel bad, but to me, I wanted to, when I first got into Magic, here, I'll tell a little story time. When I first got into Magic, I didn't know if I wanted to buy cards. I really didn't know how to build decks. And so I was like, hey, friends, you guys all have these cards that you've paid for. And I'm going to be coming in with a like printed deck that I built. I don't know if it's good or not.
Proxies are fine. I want people to play with good cards, but I think the originals will always be beautiful. Anyways, last super chat for the day. Love you all. Go play with Squandered Resources.
Gotta go play with Squandered Resources. Thank you so much for everything. Senor, everything. Yeah, Proxy's fine. Play with the good cards. Yeah, the originals will always be better. But yeah, dude, thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out. But yeah, so back to the story. My playgroup, I was proxying, and I was like, all right, I'll set my budget at $100 for all the cards. And that way I don't feel like if my deck will perform at a level that's fair. And so you need to, I didn't want to like come in with like, oh, I got the one ring. I got all these crazy like Smothering Tides and all the Jessica's Wills and everything like that. Because then it would be like I'm playing on a different level. And so to me, I was like, this is sort of, I think this has changed over time just in terms of like playing with my friends and everybody. But I think if you want to do proxy stuff, $100 limit total, maybe. You don't have to, obviously. Like you can, if everyone's allowed like $100 proxy limit for their decks, that could be good. That way you have like real cards, but you've also got proxy cards, maybe. Or $100 total budget for proxy decks means you can try a lot of new things out without being a crazy deck. I also think $100 limit means you're a better deck builder as well, because you don't need the game changers as much. You can still have a lot of synergy with the cheaper cards, in my opinion. But based in general. But yeah, 100%. Cards are just mad expensive in general. That's just like, it's not my favorite thing. Probably my least favorite thing about Magic is that I can't play as much Magic as I want to without having a proxy. Because cards are just so expensive sometimes. And the newer sets, well, that's a whole other ballpark. But yeah, proxy of the Mech Titan token. Yeah, I think there's a bunch of other like cards they only made once, like a lot of the tokens that really your only option is to proxy them, and that makes sense to me. No one's ever gonna be mad, and yeah, Tabletop Sim is dope for that. I love Tabletop Sim. Funny story, literally, I just got Tabletop Sim 2 days ago, because 3-3 Elk and Snail were playing a game with Trinket and his like washer exploded or something like that. And so they're like, yo, come and play on Tabletop Simulator. And I had to play Trinket's like shitty deck. No offense. It was bad though. I also didn't know what I was doing. And I lost, but they like bought me Tabletop Simulator so that I would be able to play with them because they all like their opening hand. Hang on, dude. If I was putting the other guy on blast, you deserve to be on Mega Blast for this one, dude. You deserve to be on. Yeah, Tabletop Simulator seemed like it took a lot of work. It seemed very laggy. I would always 100% play in paper. Don't say valid chat. Don't say fellow freak. Don't say that. You wildos. Yeah, you're getting put on full blast, dude. You're crazy. Although full blast is probably what you're about to do. Am I right? You sicko. You sick freak. Sorry that you can't match their freak. Take. Ghetto did nothing wrong. First time chatting to +2 that chat. Ben, no. No, what are you guys doing? What are you doing? No, you guys are evil. You guys are evil, YouTube chat. You hate to see it. You guys are freaks. +3. No, don't +3 that. At least the raw input percent thing is over. I'm glad we're past that era. Tabletop Sim, yeah. I would love to play it. At some point, most likely, at some point, I will do a viewer Tabletop Simulator, and we'll all play. So, I wish I was a better deck builder. I can't get power without expensive cards. That's valid. I think there's definitely like the no +% rhyme, but I'm done with this. No, I think there's a lot of times the most powerful cards are also the most expensive, because they're powerful. But I think power can also come from like synergy as well. So you can have a lot of cheaper synergistic cards, and then that will power up your deck more than one powerful card. Chat versus streamer Tabletop Sim could go hard. True. You guys all target me. You guys better not. You have to play fair. For real. But yeah. All right. One last time. We got time for one more hot take. All right. And this time we're getting it from Twitch chat. So if you guys are on YouTube, go on Twitch right now. Follow me. Give me your Prime subs, or else I will. I'll be mad. All Stax versus streamer. How could you? You guys got to go on Twitch. Follow me right now. I got a little guy's trying to grind, bro. Little guy's trying to grind. That is a hot take, Molly May.
Clarko followed.
Klauko, thank you, Klauko. What is? I walked into that one, I suppose. On Twitch, trying to get partner, trying to.
Funny thing incoming.
Hot take, play my game.
True. We'll play that. We'll get it. We'll set that up for Friday, I think, is when I'm free next. Professor, thank you for the Dungeons and Degenerate Gamblers. I will play it. You have my word. You cannot hate on the blue player for playing blue in the same game, then look at them for help when it's convenient to you. Yeah. I don't know if that's a super hot take. That's just sort of like funny, in my opinion. The best cards are in the $1 to $10 range. Agreed, Blake. Agreed, Mr. Mason. Very valid. All right. Buckminster Fuller Renee. There needs to be a 4+ player commander game. First time chat in the Twitch. We'll talk about it. I like that one. That's a good one to go out on, in my opinion. Because this is just talking about the future of Commander and different stuff. Now hear me out. Two-headed giant, but with 8 heads. So you have 4. The turns will take forever. Yeah. No. I don't know. Yeah. Tried it in TTS with 6 and it took forever. Yeah. I think there are other ways to play Commander that don't include adding more people. Yeah. I can understand it if you've got 5 friends. Like, I could see Commander with 5 people. But any more than 4, any more than like 5, you can just split into 2 groups of 3, right? Like, just do different and then rotate through there. Yeah, we have Pentagon and Emperor. Hammy Danny says, first time chatter. Thank you, Hammy Danny. There's also like, there's Arch Enemy. There's Horde. Have you guys heard of this one? This is a newer one. Newer format, I think. Yeah. Yeah, if you have 8 people, just play 2 different games. Exactly. If you have 5, it takes a little bit longer. Yeah. Dan. Never heard of Horde. Yeah, so Horde is basically like is like survival commander. As far as I remember. It's basically like someone is pulling out new cards, like monsters and stuff like that. Not monsters, what am I talking about? Creatures. And then you guys are trying to defend your board state and like hit them and survive as long as you can. Let me see. Let me look up the exact. Yeah, it's like defense mode. I don't want to misrepresent it. Yeah, so it's like zombies. So there's 2 factions. The deck that runs automatically is the Horde, and then there's the survivors, the players. Basically, the Horde is trying to get the survivor to 0 life, and then the survivors are trying to survive the Horde's library. So it's got to have no cards, no creatures, battlefield, stuff like that. The Horde has no player. Yeah, it's fun. I don't know. Just look up Horde Magic. And it's fun. It's a cool game. Treachery is my group's go-to. Adds a level of diplomacy to the game and lets us add more. Yeah. Treachery is fun. There's Arch Enemy. There's Plane Chase, which my friends always clown on me for, because I don't like it a ton. Oathbreaker, yeah. There's a bunch of like different formats, to play. Gotta go later, Blake Mason. But yeah, there's a bunch of different formats you could try and play. Obviously, if you have like 5 people, you can play. Plane Chase usually makes games a little bit faster. Arch Enemy makes games faster. Horde is obviously super fun. There's you could play probably like Pendragon with more people. Pendragon is a ton of fun. But these are not like Commander. You know what I mean? These are like alternates to Commander. Yeah, Plane Chase. You can make your own modes too. At the end of the day, we've come full circle. You can just make 4-player plus cubes. The problem with Commander is that it takes so long when everybody has like a ton of choices. You make a cube with the idea that there's going to be more than 4 players. All of a sudden, you can make it a lot more predictable and fast. It's kind of like Dan or anything like that, where it's more strategic or you've got a limited thing. Yeah, I would say just make a cube. It's pretty much my answer. So, it's fun though. It's good. It's a good one. So, but yeah, there's a bunch of other 4-player formats. Kingdoms. Yeah, there's a whole bunch. There is a ton of fun things to do. That's just what Magic's all about, baby. You're having fun. You're playing new things. You're doing different stuff. What's not to like? So, but yeah. That'll be it for today's stream. We're gonna wind things down a little bit. Oh.
Hammy Danny 697 followed.
Hammy Danny, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Hammy Danny. Much respect. You can even play other 4-player tabletop games. That's crazy. Like D&D or something like that. There's a ton. I love it. Tabletop games, there's plenty. You don't have to be set on Magic all the time. And that's just the way it goes, right? Bonkers Wackish. With gas of a stream. You in chat have been thumbs up. Thank you. Bagel and Schmear as the latest University Beyond food card. Which University Beyond would expect a Chips&Guac card from? I'm hoping that at some point they put a little guy in those, what is it? At like Magicons, they always do the different cards that are like creators and stuff. I'm trying to remember the unsanctioned. I think they could put me in unsanctioned. That would be cool, right? Little guy in unsanctioned. I don't know what they would call my card, but probably something fun. But that's a good question. I like that one. Weasel225 might be a freak in here again. I don't know. Good. Play Monopoly. Exactly. Exactamundo. For real. But again, thank you everyone who's come out. Sorry for all the perhaps technical difficulties, although they were quite funny to some, not to myself. Ugly Fabio, I'm going to read out your message and then end the stream. The Guac 9000 would be your card. Wow. I hope you're happy, bro. Quiplash. Yeah, I love Quiplash. That's you're sick, bro. How could you say that to me? Elated. All right. Thanks to everybody for coming out. Much appreciate it. I'll see you on the flip flop. All right. Pink.